I see you're very grumpy, sir. Really? Why don't you suck?
Hola amigos! Hello my friends, how are ya? Mario here again to talk about 5 different things that are really nice thus far in Australia and 5 things that are not as cool in Australia. Good things in Australia. Good thing number uno is the beach. There are tons of beaches everywhere you go. Of course, it is a desert of a country in the center, so people live by the sea, by the coast, all around the country. You have a beach everywhere in every town, wherever you go. It's usually pretty accessible, they're pretty nice, pretty safe, pretty sound. Just have to swim between like these 2 little flags. I mean, if you want to have lifeguard protection. You don't actually have to, but it's a recommendation in case you want to be assisted if you're in trouble. Some of the places as well, the sea is pretty rough, but regardless, they are there and they're amazing and we love it because we are from the south of Europe and we need the beach to be alive. So that's a plus, okay? Plus number 1. Plus number 2 comes attached to the beach. It's the sun. Yes. Call me traumatized. Oh my god, you're traumatized because we're living in Ireland. And Ireland is always raining and cloudy and shit. Pretty much, yeah, and I reached my peak of whiteness. Now I'm happy again. I got my glow, my natural glow. It's flowing. The sun in Australia is pretty intense. It can be too intense too. Don't get me wrong, 40 something degrees and it's just like the wind that's blowing on you. It's like when you just turn off the oven and the fan is still blowing the hot air from the within. And you're just like literally you feel like you're walking in an oven, which is kind of uncomfortable. Of course, it's too much, but all the houses are equipped. They have air conditioners or fans usually, so you just have to stay indoors in those circumstances, I suppose, because it's too much. It would be too much anywhere. But I love it. You gotta love it. If you're from the cool, you won't love it. I love it. That's a plus for me. Another thing is the safety. It's actually pretty safe all around you go. I'm not saying there's no crime. Of course there is. I've seen like in the news here and there's some criminal activity in the country, a guy trying to steal a car or something happening, but like generally speaking, come on, it's a very safe place. There's not like those oppressive hoods that you would find in my urban areas or whatever. It's not like exactly the suburb of Paris. You see people walking around, safe. They say hello as well, which is pretty cool. So, in terms of safety, that's great. I think it's a very safe spot to be, and I'm happy with it. Another awesome plus, in case you like it, like I do, boring game to watch. But all of a sudden you take 2 guys out of the pitch, from 15 you get 13 versus 13, and voila! Things are way much faster, the pace is totally different, the scoring system is different too. It's gonna change now with new rules again, but it's still a pretty awesome sport, and I am a Rooster supporter, okay? 2 times champion, lost last year, but what can you do? Next year might be the year again. So Rugby League, plus number 4. Plus number 5, I think it's a pretty good plus. It's the birds, the variety, the beauty, and how accessibly you can get your backyard with a few like beautiful birds. You got rosellas, lorikeets, parrots, cockatoos, magpies, corellas. Everything can just float around in your backyard at any time of the day if you feed them. Kookaburras as well. I mean, they're pretty beautiful animals, and they're all around, like, in fairness. And it's cool to have that spirit. Like, if you're living in a junk city like I was in Lisbon, for example, I mean, my lord, I had like the odd little bird, like the odd pigeon, you know, that's like the city bird. It's the pigeon. It's like a rat with wings. Pretty much that's what you get. Here, no, you got like really nice birds. They flock around, like it's gorgeous. It's really nice to see, like it's pretty cool. Now, go into the interesting part of the video, which are the negatives, the bad stuff about Australia, and there are plenty of shit to say as well. Original feedback, unfiltered, here for you, my friend. Okay? So, first negative for me, Bogans. Okay? Bogans. In case you're confused and you don't know what the fuck this is like the equivalent to an Irish traveler or a Portuguese gypsy, but it's like worse. Okay? How can I say this? Usually they look harmless, they look ridiculous, most of them, let's be honest. They look all fucked up in the brain or something. But it's like they have, I don't know, they have a need to tattoo themselves from head to toe, be on drugs all the time. They use some speeches in such a ways that are fucking, dude, did you actually like went to school or something? So yeah, there are plenty, man. There are plenty of bogeys all around the shop. Make no mistakes, and if you live in Australia, you know what I'm talking about, okay? It's not like they're threatening or anything, as I say. I have to be fair. Like, the others look way more threatening, I think. They look more like gangish. These ones are more like, yeah man, I'm just cool and individualized and shit, whatever. So it's a different vibe, but it's a shitty one as well. Like, how can I say this? It's not too bad, but it's not like, amazing, more please. No. So that was negative number uno. Boganos. No Boganos. Negative number 2, and I doubt that if you're from Europe and you have a culture around food, you're not going to complain about this. The food in Australia is as bad as in Ireland. It's shit. I have to be honest with you, it's just the truth. It's all fried. Fried, again, boom, fried. And what do you have fried? What do you want to have fried? Fucking fish and chips, fucking burgers, fried chicken. It's all the shit the Americans developed, all those franchises from McDonald's to whatever you want. It's just there, and that's what they eat all the time. If you go out, if you go like to a restaurant, that's the offer you get, unless you go like to really fucking super fine dining, for example. It's a Brazilian restaurant where you do like a rodizio. Rodizio is like that all you can eat. You pay something at the entrance, and people come into your plate, and they cut the meat into your plate as much as you want, and for as long as you can eat it. It's amazing, okay? But here it must be like, what, 60 something bucks a person? And I could get that for 10 bucks back home? So it's like, ugh, oh my lord. But yeah, rest-wise, it's all battered all over the shop, fried, the fatter the better. It's just so bad. You want to eat like something different, like a really fish dish or something different, like whatever. You pay your ass off for something, and probably you will get it like drenched in some sauce that's made of shit, as well as some creation of a hell. Not just like something simple like lemon and salt, grilled. Here you go, eat, be happy. No. You gotta just disguise the whole thing. Oh, and God forbid if the fish have heads and shit. Not at all. You want to buy fish as well in the supermarket. It's a fillet. You don't even see the fish. You just don't. It's like, oh my god. It's like you'll never see the fish. You'll never see the animal itself that you're eating. You just have to believe that fillet belongs to whatever fish you're telling you. Or even like you will never see a dead rabbit, like in a store there ready for you to consume, or I don't know, other dead stuff that we have in Portugal, like a little pig dead there, just chop them, whatever. It's just different. It's just a different culture. They're more, I don't know, sensitive to it. It's more mincy things, all minced up and whatever. It doesn't seduce me. And if you're like a little bit of a Puritan with your food, I don't think you're going to be too delighted either, okay? That's not a plus about this country. But it is what it is, okay? And I am coping with it. So I go to do my groceries and I do my cooking. This is how I survive here. Otherwise, First, I'll become a fat, obese dude that will need a little chair to walk down the street like most people that I see around here. That's another one. Everyone has a little chair. If they're like kind of handicapped, which is good. That means that there's a good social system. Gives like chairs for the elders or for the handicapped or whatever. And there they go, happy out in their little chair, walking in the street, whatever. But there's a lot, man. There's a lot in me as a nurse as well in my base. I have to promote autonomy on people. That doesn't sound right. That just doesn't look right most of the times, to be honest. But it is what it is. The food here is crap. Summing up, okay, it's crap. And you can see it all around. The effects of this beautiful gastronomy. Negative number 3 are the bugs. Dude, I'm not gonna say I hate spiders, oh the snakes, oh whatever. Man, no, it's just the bugs in general, man. It's ants, it's flies, it's bees, it's spiders, it's cockroaches, it's just fucking everything. It's like you have so many bugs. Bugs all around. You always have to. No way you're gonna leave like the doors of your house open without that little net. We have like 2 doors all the time. I have 2 keys for 2 doors just to get into my house always. It's like the key for the net door that prevents the insects from fucking crawling in, but it allows the air to pass through, and the key to the actual door itself. And it's always gonna be like that. And okay, at least we're adapted to it. We can live with it. But yeah, much. If you don't like a lot of bugs, if you're not very happy with the existence of bugs, I don't know, get a cat or don't come to Australia or something like that, man. That's pretty much all I can say about that. Negative number 4, for me, it's going to be the fact that every single piece of machinery, at least by tendency, is automatic. Automatic cars. Amy, for example, my partner, from the beginning, she said that she never even drove a manual car. Only automatic cars. I mean, I wouldn't say that an automatic car is a negative directly, but it kind of is, because it kind of handicaps you. You don't know how to drive a manual car, you shouldn't drive a fucking car. That's my opinion. Call me old-fashioned, the grump, fuckwit, whatever. But it's true. Like, you can't control the engine, like you can reduce the gear when you want to, or increase it, or really just control the car at your pleasure. No, you have to wait for it to fucking engage when he desires to, the car. It's kind of annoying to me, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm one of those guys on the road that I'm a shithead on the road. I'm a dick, I'm horrible. I've said things to people that, woohoo, will put me in hell directly. I won't even have a judgment. I'll just go down under, for sure. This time way deep into the core of the planet. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's not a positive for me. I don't like automatic cars. You can't control it as well as you would a manual car. That's just the truth. I don't like it. Now, another thing, though, for me is a negative, and it's negative number 5, are the storms. My dear sweet Jesus and Saint of the Storm, like, Saint Stormy, whatever. Like, when the storm hits, it hits. It's not just like, lightning, it's like, boom, fuck. Dude, night becomes day, fucking floor shakes a little bit, and you're just there in your house. I don't know if it's because like everyone is living in a house and I'm living in a house myself. So it's like I feel so vulnerable. Like when I start hearing these storms, the sound is crazy. You have to turn up the TV a lot to even hear your own television, which is crazy. But you really have to turn up the TV. I don't know, and then just watch the spectacle. For me, like coming from Lisbon, I'm like, oh my lord, I'm going to die. And in Ireland as well. Storms exist, yeah, sure, but fuck. Lord of the scary storm, you hear it thunder and lightning and... yeah. Ugh. Voila, motherfucker, this is my first opinion of general opinion of the country that I live in now, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like, subscribe. Adios, bitches. Ciao.
I see you're very grumpy, sir. Really? Why don't you suck